Next is for writing tips. We will specifically discuss about how to do an emotionally intelligent emailing, since email is one of the most common and frequent ways we communicate with fellows. Although emailing can be an easy and efficient way to deliver information to workers, there is the potential risk of messages becoming lost in translations, since there is no accompanying nonverbal communication to give cues about the meaning. Here are a few tips for emotionally intelligent emailing. The first is avoid misinterpretations. Be aware that emails can be misinterpreted due to the absence of nonverbal messaging cues like tone of voice, facial expression, and body language. So, when writing about sensitive topics, try to envision the perspective of the recipient and imagine how they will perceive the message. If you are unsure about possible misinterpretations of your message, ask someone for an additional perspective before sending the email. The second, know the limits of written humor. The recipient of an email cannot see your grin or hear your laugh when you mean something to be funny. So, to avoid misunderstanding in these cases, let the recipient know that you are not serious by adding grin or lol or a smiley face icon after the comment. But if this is appropriate in your workplace. The next, don't overuse email. Overusing email for sensitive or complex topics when an online exchange is becoming too emotional, too significant, or simply too difficult, it may be better to pick up the phone or talk in person. Be careful with confidential content. Always ask yourself whether the content may be too confidential to send by email, remembering that messages can get lost or be intercepted by hackers. And then be aware of the disinhibition effect. Before you are clicking send, always ask yourself if you would have the courage to say the same things face to face. The last is never send an email in anger. When we are angry, we are generally much less able to think clearly and act appropriately. It is a good idea, therefore, to calm yourself down before you send an email. You can save your email as a draft and read it again later. Once your emotions are settled, you will be in much better state to evaluate your message and edit it if necessary. So those are for emotionally intelligent emailing. The technical aspects in writing email will be explained in detail in lesson 2.4. And that's all for verbal communication session.